Hello, this is Victoria from Fur Fancy Costumes. Today I'm going to show you how to wash a resin fursuit head. Please be sure to talk to your fursuit maker. Some suits can't be submerged in water or get wet at all and have to be dry cleaned or spot cleaned. Here we have a white wolf fursuit head I made a few years back. The owner sent it in for some cleaning and some minor repairs. It is a full resin head with resin eyes and resin jaw set. The back does not have a zipper, so it's going to be a little more difficult to get in those tight spaces. What you're going to need is some laundry detergent. I like to use Woolite for lighter colored fursuits. This really tends to get the stains out of the fur. What you're going to want next is a slicker brush or a regular brush. Brushing the fursuit while it's wet really loosens up all the dirt and all the grime and helps you rinse it out and wash it out easier. This next one is optional. If you have a lot of stains that will not come out with your traditional laundry detergent, then try a stain remover. But please be sure to test it out first before you actually put it on your fur. Some chemicals can really ruin the fur fibers. So here I am actually filling up the tub. What you're going to want is actually cold water. Cold water is a must. You can't use hot water or warm water on fursuits. It will remove airbrushing, soften paint, and even warm up hot glue so your fur will start pulling away from your mask. Here I'm just wetting it down as the tub is filling up. I'm not pouring it under the faucet directly. I'm just trying to let it soak up the water gently. Now here's where the Woolite comes in. I'm just going to put about a cap full of Woolite all over the head and make sure I get every little crevice inside and out. As you can see here, I'm lathering up the soap into the fur. I'm really trying to get that dirt and grime out. Also, please be careful with airbrushing. Some airbrushing will fade out really easily, depending on what the maker used. Inks usually stay in a lot better. Createx, which is used for fabric, usually ends up fading a lot easier. So I'm going to flip it over and get the inside. The inside is very important because this is where the wearer's face is. So the cleaner the better. I'm going to use a little bit more of the detergent to get in there, and then I'm going to wet it down to make sure I can lather it up a lot easier. As I was scrubbing, I noticed that the fur was a little yellow and a little dirty, so I decided to reach for the stain remover to try to help get those stains out. Really scrub it in there. As long as it's safe for your fur, it should be okay to scrub in. And then you want to let it set and work its magic. I'm also getting the inside of the head. That is probably the most yellow part of a fursuit head. It's usually the sweat that really turns the fur yellow, and it's really unavoidable. Next, I'm going to use a slicker brush. I'm going to brush the whole fursuit head to try to get that soap and stain remover throughout the fur. This is really going to help remove any stains and get all the dirt out. I'm also brushing in different directions to really work in the soap and the stain remover into the fur. After you've completely lathered up your fursuit head, let it sit for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take some cold water and wash off your fursuit head. Here I am brushing the fursuit head to really get all the dirt out. This is going to help also rinse out your fursuit head. Here I was able to rinse it out a little more, and then I emptied the tub, and now I'm rinsing it with cold water again to try to get the last bit of soap out. Once you're done rinsing, let it drip dry, and then brush all the fur in the correct direction. Stick it on a mannequin head and place it in front of a fan until it's fully dried. Once your fursuit is dry, it's going to look great just like the day you got it, and smell great too. Please subscribe and like this video for more tutorials on fursuit building and fursuit care and many, many more. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below on some tutorials you guys would like to see. And as always, thank you for watching.